sleeping in those cold cells, sexual whatever stuff, those bad things. So without any outer of shame, just blatantly out asked for hongo, for bribe. But it was bad, guys. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time to my channel, feel so very much welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so very much for staying true to this channel. So in today's video, I just want to tell you the horrible experience I had while vlogging. I can't even start to explain how, like, it was such a bad experience. I was so terrified and everything. So on this particular day, I remember well, I just set out to go vlog. I was really feeling hyper and everything. I had my spirits high for vlogging, like nothing could stop me, and I was going along Ngong Road to just vlog, showcase the beauty of Ngong Road, like how it has developed and everything. It was all good and fun and everything. I was there vlogging, doing my thing, feeling in my best spirits, like I was just having a good time doing that. And nothing really seemed off. I got a lot of stares. Naturally, that's what you'll do, because people are not used to someone walking with their phone to their face and doing that. So yeah, I just went along, did my thing, so got beautiful shots and everything. So I walked past these malls. I was taking videos of the malls too, from outside. Yes, from outside, and no one stopped me, or even those guards or anyone. No one told me anything. So I walked past this particular mall, guys. I was like a meter away from the mall, and I had a guard call me from behind. So naturally, I just followed and I went back to him, and I like asked him what's wrong. Then he was like, "You are being called over there." It's in the security guard's office. That's where I was put to. There were these two other, were they security guards? I think there were two security guards in uniform. One was in civilian clothing. So they were asking me like, why are you taking these videos and everything outside the mall? You see, this is a prohibited area. You are not supposed to take pictures or even videos here. And I was like, I was just passing. I didn't enter. I knew if I entered, maybe I would have asked for permission to kind of do my thing or vlog inside the mall. But in this case, I was just vlogging outside, just showcasing the road and everything along this road. Like, to me, it wasn't such a big deal. That's what I thought. So they reasoned like, no, you know, these, when you're taking a video of the mall, maybe let's say from the entrance point, that will kind of be okay. They asked my intention and why I was taking the video, and I was open and I told them I am a YouTuber, and this video I'm just going to post it to my YouTube. But then the video that I took of the mall, it was 20 seconds, because I was shooting my shots in bits. I wasn't getting like just a complete whole video. I was doing them in bits, so that's when I was going to edit, put in all the graphics and text and music to it later. So I told them that's what I was doing, and they were like, no, this seems fishy. You have an ulterior motive to it. Maybe you are being used by a terrorist group to come and shoot the location, so that they'll see the entrance and the exit points. And mark you guys, I hadn't gotten to the exit point. I was still at the entrance, so I didn't really understand them. I didn't really understand what they wanted. Anyways, I cooperated, and they told me to give them my ID card, my national identity card. Since I didn't have anything to hide, I gave them my national identity card. They wrote the details down, and they also asked for my phone number, which I gladly obliged and gave it to them. My name was also written there. So I asked one of the guards there, like, what's the big deal? Like, I'm just doing my thing. I was just passing by. The clip that I had, that I've taken of this mall, it's just 20 seconds. It's not even a minute long. And he was like, you just wait. We'll contact the police and the authorities, the management of the mall, to determine your case, if you're genuine or if you are not. So they took my phone away from me, and they detained me there for like 5 hours, which, hey, that was the most terrible 5 hours of my life. Like, hey, they really threatened me and everything, and I got so scared, and I broke down and I started crying. I think that's the point where they now took advantage of me, because when they saw me crying, they knew that this person is vulnerable, so she'll kind of oblige to each and every of our demands. So they just went with it. So me, I was just there seated. I didn't know what to do. This was my first time that police officers are stopping me on the way. I didn't know what to do. Like, I was confused and everything. I never expected that, because I was just doing it innocently. I didn't have any ulterior motive to it. I was trying to explain to them so that they reasoned with me, but they were not understanding me. So me just sat there, and they were like, where do you come from? Where do you stay? Where are you taking this video? Blah, blah, blah. So I just told them, I repeated myself again for the second time, and I just told them, I'm a YouTuber. I'm just going to put this on my YouTube video for entertainment purposes to my viewers and everything. And they were like, how many subscribers do you have as at now? And I just told them I have 300 subscribers. Then they told me, okay, when you put your video to YouTube, you don't know who will see and the audience it will reach. It might even reach the bad guys, the terrorists. And I was like, but that's not my intention. If it reaches them, I don't know. And but I feel I was kind of being ignorant of that fact, and it really rang a bell in my mind. I started thinking, yeah, there's sense in this. But again, I was just doing my thing. I was innocent, and there was no need for me to be there. If that was a really sensitive information, as they put it, they would have just told me to delete the video and just to go my way peacefully as I was doing my stuff. But that wasn't the case. They kept me there waiting. Then when they saw now that I started crying, I'm this kind of a person who is so emotional. My tears are just right here. They're just right here. I cry like it's so easy for me to cry. So they told me to call someone who will help me out. And the first person that I thought of is my dad. So I told them that I'll be calling my dad, and they told me instead of, actually they were kind of rude. They told me that instead of calling your dad, you are a big girl and you shouldn't stress out your folks and everything. Do call your boyfriend. And I was like, I don't have a boyfriend, so which boyfriend do you want me to call anyways? And they were like, really, you don't have a boyfriend? The way you are, like, you're such a big girl and everything, you're ripe for marriage. Now we drifted off the topic, and they were talking about marriage and relationship, something that I found it abusive to me. Like, it wasn't real, it wasn't good. Anyways, me, I just told them I don't have, so I'll just call the person that you go with it or leave it. I'll just call my dad. So I called my dad, and he came, and but then looking at it again, looking at the whole scenario, I think they just wanted this marupurupu or something, the bribe stuff in Kenya, you know, the corruption thing in Kenya. So when my dad came, like, they saw he was calm and everything. It's like he knew how this system works and everything. So they were just there talking and talking and talking, saying how people make mistakes. Then my dad inquired, like, he wanted to see the actual video that I took. So they gave my dad the phone, and they put the clip, 20 seconds clip. Like, my dad was really 20 seconds. Like, this doesn't make sense. At least if it was in 5 minutes or anything, but 20 seconds, it was just a short clip. I was being detained for that. Anyways, they continued talking and talking and talking. Then there were 2 APs who came in later, and they were like, no, you know, your daughter has committed an offense. If she's going to put this thing in her YouTube video, as she says, if we go to court, that will be an ulterior motive, like the judges may rule that it's an ulterior motive. She's associated with the terrorist group and everything. Maybe she's going to sell this information and everything. And to us, this now the APs are saying that to them that video meant like I was selling out my country, and I was like, how can I sell my country? I'm a YouTuber. I just want to showcase the beauty of our nation. Like, and mark you, I'm just a small YouTuber. I'm starting up to do this YouTube thing. Why would I want to sell my country? Like, I didn't even know what to do at that point. Like, I just left them there to speak to my dad, and they talked and talked and talked. Okay, during those 5 hours when I was being detained there before my dad came, I couldn't stop imagining all the scenarios that was going to happen. Like the way they were threatening me going to court, then I'll be taken to, before court, I'll be taken to, is it called a remand or something, where they just detain you there before the actual hearing. I'll be taken there, and for me to get to court, it will take me 30 days. So I'll be detained for 30 days before I actually go to court and everything. So in my mind, I was imagining, what will I do now if I go to prison? Like, what will happen when I go to prison? Like, I'll eat the boiled beans. People will be so cruel to me. Like, okay, I always hear these stories of in prison whereby there are some gangs which kind of manipulate people, sexual whatever stuff, those bad things. So I was just in my mind, okay, will I really survive this? Will I really survive sleeping in those cold cells? Like, it was just terrible. I thought of a lot of things during that time, and it was just terrible. So to cut the long story short, those policemen, without any outer of shame, just blatantly asked for hongo, for bribe, so that they can kanyagia the story. They wouldn't go take the story to another level. Like, that's all they wanted. So at this point I was like, if it's something that is so sensitive as you put it, as you had put it earlier, why not go to the right channels? And if I'm truly innocent, the court will decide that, okay, I didn't say that, but I was in my mind like, why do you want bribe? If it's something that you know genuinely this is not a real case we have in here, why do you want to do that? Why do you want to take advantage of an innocent person simply because I was doing my job? And I even tried to explaining to them, like, it was terrible. I just had a bad experience, but it wasn't the best thing actually. And that's why I think Kenya is being rated as having high levels of corruption, because it's just deeply seated. But it was bad, guys. Hey, but anyways, guys, now you see what we actually have to go through to put out content for you and everything. Okay, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, because me personally, I've chosen to do this because I also want to explore my country and everything, and in doing this I want to showcase it to you. So, but it's so challenging. I really got scared. I really got scared. Many things ran through my mind. Anyways, I don't know why this is so. I just feel like they should just allow us portray the good things about our country and everything. They shouldn't like have this thought like everything we do has some ulterior motive or even terrorism to it. I understand that there's a lot of terrorism going on in our country, but we should just hope for the best. They should take some measures. But then I think instead of really focusing on people who are trying to showcase our country or put our country out there, they should really focus on trying to come up with plans, or even trying to come up with some solutions to curb these terror activities in the country. Not really focusing on innocent Kenyans or civilians who are trying to portray the beauty of our country to the world. Anyways, I do understand their intentions too, and I do understand that they were trying to protect their own territory. Anyways guys, that's my story of how I was detained and almost arrested vlogging outside a mall. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed my little story, and I feel for vloggers out here. If this is what vloggers do go through, it's really eye-opening, and I wouldn't wish anyone to go through what I went through. Kindly please make sure you subscribe to my channel to see more of this content, because despite the challenges, we move on, we still move, and I'll still produce more content for you guys, and I'll still aim to entertain, educate, and inform you of everything. And we're not giving up, we won't relent, we won't give up. So that's it. Please make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I upload a new video. Also, make sure you give me thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and don't fail to comment in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts on these activities. Let me know your thoughts on what these policemen do and how they harass us YouTubers, or just harassing anyone. If you've ever experienced any bribe, like anything to do with the bribe, let me know in the comment section, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.